Hello, Madam Ambassador. I am Nelly, young European ambassador from Armenia, and it's my pleasure to be here and to have a conversation with you. Today we are going to talk about EA for Business. I know that EA for Business is a great initiative that helps small and medium enterprises to support them in different spheres. And I wonder how this idea came into reality, when and why.
Well, first of all, I think it is very important to strengthen the economic ties between the European Union and Armenia. If you ask me, I repeat it every time, small and medium-sized enterprises are the backbone of a healthy economy. So the European Union has been quite active over the last years to support, let's say, the development of a modern, social and innovative economy in Armenia. The idea of EU for Business is really to give small and medium-sized enterprises an opportunity to develop their business and to get support. And this is also, let's say, mirrored in our comprehensive and enhanced partnership agreement, which is the basis of our cooperation. So we are trying to give them opportunities, and we were reacting quite fast to the situation we had last year due to the COVID pandemic, but also due to the conflict around Karabakh, to give the opportunity that companies that have suffered in this period can survive.
Yes, my next question was about that. What was the response to COVID-19? Because a lot of enterprises suffered from that. I'm pretty sure that EU supports in this sphere also.
I think we adjusted directly our programs, and we had this package of 92 million euros in order to support Armenia, both in the health sector but also in the economic sector. And you see, we have areas where we are cooperating very well together, innovation, for example, tourism, but also agriculture. That is an important sector here in Armenia. And what we did, where we are active in the three northern regions, Lori, Tavush and Chirac, and there we were very fast to give small grants to companies that have certain ideas, because you see, you had to adapt, you have to find new solutions, often digital solutions, and this was an idea to give young entrepreneurs the possibility to really survive in this difficult period, but also perhaps to develop new ideas for the future.
Yes. Of course, as you have mentioned, small and medium enterprises have big importance for economic growth. Also, they create jobs. But I want to know, is there some special conditions for them to export their products to different countries, especially EU countries?
Well, there is no special rule for small and medium-sized companies. What I think is important, that also in our EU for Business project, we offer expertise and support, knowledge how to export, because naturally you have to meet certain conditions. You are well aware that Armenia was under the regime of the GSP+. Now it's slowly running out, but this brought a big advantage for companies who try to export to the European Union. And now you are a upper middle income country, so that's why we have to continue to work together closely in the field of trade, but there will be other opportunities, and we are in close connection also to discuss how to develop the trade. But it is important, for example, if you want to export honey, or if you want to export certain fruits, then you have to meet all the phytosanitary standards, and this is sometimes difficult, but there we give advice, and also the delegation stands ready to talk to companies that have certain questions. So in order to make it easier and make it according to, let's say, also European standards, if you import your products into the European Union.
Of course, having an idea is very important to start an enterprise, but it's not enough to get support. What are the main criteria, or what kind of like demands are there to be supported by EU?
You always start with an idea, that's the first thing, but you need to develop a business plan, and you need also to see whether your idea is sustainable, whether you really will work on products that are interesting for the internal but also for the external market, and then also to see the conditions how to survive the first period, because the first years are always the hard years. So that's why, for example, with EBRD we are exactly offering this knowledge and this support to see how companies can develop their production, and how to, let's say, really have a realistic business plan that makes it possible that you survive in the market. It's also the question to find the right product. So there are certain products which are very well known here in Armenia, whether you take the dried fruits or the honey production, but there is naturally also a great competition. So it is also important to find the right resources, the right approach, and there we try to help young entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much. And also I would love to know, are there any success stories you would like to share with us?
Well, there are a lot of success stories. What I would like to underline and what impresses me personally, and you have one example in your face, is that we are attaching great importance to social enterprises, because we see that social enterprises get more and more important also in the European Union. They are part of the growth of an economy, and we are closely cooperating with Impact Hub, and we offer opportunities to companies that are social enterprises, and they have these two angles. They are part of the market, but they are also working for people really with a social intention behind, and the mask you are wearing is produced by a company here in Armenia that isn't a social enterprise and also gives support to refugees. So that's why when we are looking for products we want to produce as giveaways, we always try to see that we take young and engaged companies that are also having this social idea in mind. But we have other success stories. Tea producers, people who really dared to change their life due to the support of EU for Business, and some of the products, especially if you take cheese or honey, we are very proud that we could support them.
And what is your advice to those ones who want to start their business but have some fears?
Also, first of all, I would say make sure that you really try to have a product or a production that can survive on the market. Secondly, try to be realistic and not over-optimistic, so really see your chances, see your financial means, and then have the courage to do so. Because I think here are great companies, and there is a lot of potential in this country, also especially in the high-tech sector. So I'm impressed by many of these companies that's really started to be a big success.
Thank you so much. I think this is really a great opportunity for small and medium-sized enterprises to get a chance and supported by EU. Thanks a lot one more time.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.